Hi boys and girls, so now we're going to do science. We're starting lesson 1.1, writing about forces. We're doing activity 1, engineers design solutions. So we have been working on it as engineers to learn new ideas and solve a problem. We learned so far about forces, so exert. How did we learn about forces? So let's think. We learned about forces when we played the game in class about the rug ball and when we moved the book, and we were saying we exerted force when we were moving the rug ball, rolling it to each student in the circle, not allowing the ball to leave the circle, and we were not throwing the ball, we were rolling the ball. So that's how we learned about forces, is when something or someone exerts force to the object, okay? We will continue to work as engineers to design a solution to our pinball machine problem. Vocabulary. So this is your vocabulary. The word is design. So write this down in your where you have been writing your vocabulary words. Design is to try to make something new that people want or need. So write this down. This PowerPoint I'm going to send to your parents so you can look at it again. It's also in the video, so you have it in two places, okay? Another vocabulary is solution. Solution is something that helps people do what they want or need to do. So now you have two vocabularies. So let's see if you have another one. Nope, it's just the word design and solution. So write these down, okay? Design and solution. Once engineers learn about new ideas, they design or make a solution. What have we made so far? So we were supposed to make a pinball machine in class, but with the circumstances, we are not doing the pinball machine in class. But I told you if you wanted to make a model of a pinball machine at home, that was okay. So if you have been trying to do this, then that's what you have made so far. So we learn on the left, it says we learn and we make, okay? And then engineers learn about new ideas and then use what they learn to help them design a solution. We will use what we learned to make our pinball machine. So whatever we learned, we were going to use that to make the pinball machine if you're doing the pinball machine. Activity 2, adding a launcher to the class pinball machine. So if you're making the pinball machine, this is a box that you would need. Our box models are placed to design a solution to our problem. A model is something engineers make to answer questions about the real world. So they put the rubber band right there, as you can see in the picture. And I'm guessing, if you think, that rubber band is what's going to exert force to the ball. Because remember, we have to make the pinball move, okay? Our problem is how to make the pinball machine that makes the pinball move in all the ways we want it to move, just like the one in the video. So that's our first goal. We have to make the pinball start to move. We will use what we learned from our box model to help design the class pinball machine. We're not doing it in class, but if you're doing this at home, you can do this. I gave you a worksheet, a class activity where you just had to draw this, and then you will tell me where exactly you move the ball using the orange arrow and the orange latch, okay? So they have a box model, and then they have the class pinball machine. So they made two here. So they're going to compare the two pinball machines, okay? Let's think about the different types of launchers we designed in our box model to reach the design goal. So they did two. So right here, the launcher on the second box, you can't really see it, but on the first one you can. It's right there, the little white string down at the end of the box. Not really at the end, but like towards the middle, but it's not really in the middle. Let's think about different types of launchers we designed in our box to reach the design goal. Now we can design the launcher for the class pinball machine. So they have this box with this little board and down the middle with little holes in it. I will need a few to help me make the launcher. Again, we're not doing the launcher, boys and girls, because we're at home right now. But I told you if you want to do this at home, you could. I'm gonna try to do one within this week, the launcher. So and I'm going to show you in the video how I do it so you can see it, okay? So probably on Friday, you're going to see the video of me making this pinball machine since you guys are not here. And since we were supposed to make this pinball machine in class, I have the materials here, okay? So I'm going to do this, okay? So I'm going to show you how I did it, and we're going to do this pinball machine, okay? And I will show you how I do it, okay? And I have all the materials, the box, and I have the rubber band, and I have those two little sticks right there that you see in the little picture, okay? So you're going to see how we do this. If you can't do this at home, okay? I will show you. How have we met the first design goal? So did we make the ball move already? That's the question that we're asking ourselves now. And it says yes, because we put the rubber band and it shows you how they did it. So the rubber band right here, let's see if I can make it bigger for you. See, they put a check and they said yes, we made the pinball start to move, and they put the rubber band is moving the ball upward, and the arrow is showing where the ball, in what direction it went, okay? So that's your goal. And it says we have met our design goal, so we can check it off on the list. So this is only lesson 1.5, okay? Now writing about forces. So when we start doing this pinball machine, when I start doing the pinball machine, and when I show you the video of me doing this and you guys can see, you're going to be writing about the forces, okay? So what I mean is you're going to tell me what is happening and what force is being exerted on the pinball and what's causing that ball to move, okay? So we're going to be writing, so okay? So this is a little thing that you can do at home, using our bodies to show starting and stopping. So you can, number one said, stand up and wiggle your body and hands all around. So you can do this, okay? Number two, when I say stop, you mean you freeze and you stay perfectly still. Number three, when I say start, you move your bodies again. So if you're at home watching this video, start doing this. Number one, start wiggling your bodies. Then stop. That means freeze. Then three, you start again. Okay? Many people in our school have heard about our pinball machine, and that is Miss E. We have been learning how a pinball moves. They are so curious about how it works that we will write about it to share our ideas. Like I said, we're going to write down and share our ideas. We will explain what we have figured out, okay? So, engineers talk and write about what they learn. They make a solution and talk and write it to explain how it works. So this is an example of what they did. So it says, find about a problem, design a solution. So we learn and we make. And then they're going to share and communicate and explain the idea. Share and listening. This is something we can do. We always do in class. One partner shares, the other one thinks. That means you're quiet. The other partner repeats. It means that they heard what you said, and then you switch. Okay? So you can do this at home. You can with a brother or sister. You share your ideas. Remember, you listen, they talk, then switch. Then you talk, they listen, okay? What did you do to make the pinball start to move? Before you share, visualize what we did. So visualize means you in your mind, visualize what happened when you were doing this, okay? So if you're doing the pinball machine at home and someone's helping you, visualize what the pinball machine, okay? And what's moving, what's making that ball move. So you're visualizing in your mind. Our question, why did the launcher make the pinball start to move? So why did the launcher make the pinball move? So think about it. How did that launcher make that ball move? Okay, so again, we always start with, when we ask a question, we always say because. So the ball started to move because the launcher exerted a force on it. So I completed that sentence for you. The ball started to move because the launcher exerted a force on it. So that's how the launcher made the pinball move, okay? The launcher is the rubber band, boys and girls, okay? When I do this, I will show you what the launcher is if you're confused. The launcher is the rubber band. The rubber band is moving the pinball machine. Not the pinball machine, the ball in the pinball machine, I'm sorry. Now that you shared your ideas, write them down on a chart. And let's start with the first question you discussed. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to share your writing and you're going to write your answer on this page. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video. So I'm going to send you this worksheet and where you're going to share your writing on the pinball machine, okay?